What's going on YouTube? It's NC, the place to be. Showing Mr. A&D and not Deion stands for Primetime.
What's up? It's me, the PRIME.
So we are back here with a full gear review. Yes, this is running a little bit late, later because Prime actually went there on Saturday. He went to Minnesota, and how he got out there, I don't know. But he went to Minnesota.
No, I went to the movie theater.
Oh, that's right. You went to, my bad. You did go to the movie theater. But yeah,
I saw it in the movies.
Yeah, because I was about to treat you like Impact Wrestling. Like, no, you wasn't there. Minnesota, no, you wasn't there.
I was in the movies in the recline chairs watching it.
So yeah, we get full gear, another great show by AEW. AEW has really been putting it in on the pay-per-views recently, and I think this year alone has been a great slate of their pay-per-views compared to 2019 and 2020. Would you agree?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Double or Nothing was dope.
Better and better and have better shows.
Yeah, well, because I think also better shows with better storylines.
Mm-hmm.
Also, and along with just the match quality and stuff like that is dope. So, but the one thing that we had to go with, it's the 16-year anniversary of something. It was November 13th, 2005, when the wrestling world lost Eddie Guerrero. In that same city. And I still remember,
I was going to say, they want you to know it too.
Yeah, I still remember the news. I still remember when I heard it on the actual news that Eddie Guerrero passed away. That was the biggest wrestling death since Owen Hart at that time. When you got big news coverage on it, and it hurt. I was like, I can't believe Eddie Guerrero's dead. And then they had to do the 10-bell salute. It was so hard, and seeing all the people out there crying and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh my God, that hurt. And so tonight we seen a lot of Eddie Guerrero tributes, and
almost too many.
I mean, to the point where it's like, damn, if you was a new fan like my son, because he don't know who Eddie Guerrero is, and I'm like, you only think Eddie Guerrero knew two moves. Because it was the frog splash and the Three Amigos, and I'm just like,
yep.
If y'all want to see Eddie Guerrero wrestle, I'm telling y'all, mid to late 90s Eddie Guerrero.
And then of course the 2000s. So
yeah.
This man was in his prime for like ever.
So I'm just like, yeah, I mean, like, it was hard for Eddie Guerrero to have a bad match. You hear what I'm saying? So,
well, there is one that I can name off the top of my head. But
you talk JBL?
Well, no, I was gonna say Bill.
He had a bad match with Voldemort?
Yes.
Which one you talking about? Triple J Troops?
One Night Stand.
Oh,
see?
Yeah.
Yep.
My bad. My bad. Yeah, so, but yeah. So we got our troops tonight, but also we got a stacked card here. A 10-match card with the one pre-show matchup. The pre-show is Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa taking on Jamie Hayter and Nyla Rose in a tag team matchup. Because they just had to put another women's match on there because they ain't have nothing else on there. So I was just like, okay. I missed the pre-show, so probably give me a little update on the pre-show. Did they show the pre-show in the theater?
Yep, they did. It was what you would expect, a pre-show match. Hikaru Shida getting heat, and then Thunder Rosa cleaning house.
I did hear that Vicky hit her with the kendo stick.
Shida, yeah, she did.
Yeah, like in the knee, so that. So I guess Shida's going up against Nyla Rose in the next round of the TBS title tournament. So you guys got to stay tuned for all that. So then we start off the match. If you ain't going to be the main event, you got to make sure you go on first. And that is MJF taking on Darby Allin. I'm going to tell y'all right here. This is got to be one of the best openers and one of the best MJF and Darby Allin wrestling matches I have seen.
Yep, especially since MJF don't get to wrestle that much because they just kind of keep him as a promo guy, and then he wrestles when he has to.
Yeah.
But no, it was very nice. The story of this match was obviously MJF was trying to get in Darby's head, and then he kept telling Darby, "I'll beat you with a headlock takeover." So.
Which will come back. So make sure you go back. So in the beginning, they're doing holds, locks, dives, bridges, all that kind of stuff. And then the match is breaking down. Then we get a something happens to MJF's knee. He hurts his knee, and these great selling on the knee.
He did a what happened to his knee is he did a freaking powerbomb on it. That's what happened.
He powerbombed Darby Allin.
Did you see that?
Huh?
He powerbombed Darby Allin on his knee.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that was good selling of the knee because I also liked when they were doing a lot of apron bumps, such as Darby was about to do the coffin drop like he did to Cody on the apron, but then MJF moved out the way and then he fell back first on the apron. MJF hits him with a tombstone on the apron, and that busts his knee up even more. But then
he did another move too. I can't remember. He did another move on his knee, and he couldn't do it. He had to stop.
Yeah, and then there's one point MJF rolls outside the ring. Darby Allin goes to the top rope and does a coffin drop from the top rope to the outside.
Mm-hmm. On MJF. Safe with that one though.
Say what?
That one was safe. I said that one was safe. He didn't just fly. He had to brace himself.
Oh yeah, I'm about to say because ain't nothing to catch him down there. Ain't nothing to catch him down there at all. To break his fall because but Darby is crazy. He is crazy enough to take those kind of bumps and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So the finish of the match came where MJF was trying to get Darby to use his skateboard. Hit me to get disqualified because it's a regular match. And he was contemplating it, but he did not want to use his skateboard, so he tossed it aside. But the MJF had his ring and everything. And he hit him with the ring, and that wasn't good enough. So he goes and he flips him over with a headlock and pins him 1, 2, 3 with the headlock.
Yep, headlock takeover. Headlock takedown.
Because he said I can beat you with a headlock. So I was like, oh, that's some good storytelling. Now here's the thing. I don't know if this is the end of the feud, if it was a one and done thing, because I'm like, if you're gonna cheat like that to win, Darby need to come and be like, all right, well, I'm gonna welcome you to my world.
Yeah, that's what I feel like is gonna happen.
Because I haven't seen, and I mean, maybe they'll have a Winter is Coming special on Dynamite where they will have a Darby versus, because you don't wait till Revolution to do that again, because I think Revolution, you're probably going to get Wardlow versus MJF after the break happens.
I think, they'd probably be at a Winter is Coming or something event like that.
If they have it, I'm not sure they're gonna have it this year, but I mean, I would do something special in December.
Yeah, so that'll probably happen. That'll be most likely be a hardcore-ish type of match.
Yeah, so but MJF wins the matchup, which I called against Darby. So next up, we have the Lucha Bros.
Man, this entrance, man.
Taking on FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler with Tully
Blanchard. Did you see the entrance
for the Lucha Bros? Right?
Yes.
How they had all these guys rapping, and it's all this explosion happening, gunshots. They all fell down.
Yeah, they all fell down and knocked over all the flags and everything. I was like, well, what's the point of putting the flag up? You're gonna knock it all over.
So
I just didn't like it. It was just okay.
I was trying to follow because you know what, I forgot to mention in that Darby Allin matchup, he had an entrance also that showed that MJF guy with the guy with the MJF paper.
Yeah, this man got into a car crash. This man crashed his car on the.
And I'm like, what is these vignettes, Darby?
Bro, the car flipped over. I'm like, I hope Darby wasn't in there for real because this car legit flipped over flipped over like a legit accident. I'm like, it's got to be a stunt double, right? Because.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I don't think AEW would let Darby legit get in a car crash.
No, no, that's a beach contract right there. No, I wouldn't do that neither.
Yeah, leave
at all. So that kind of scared me right there, but it was cool. So back to the Lucha Brothers and Phoenix, stuff like that. So good tag team matchup. I was like, it's gonna be hard to follow what the opening match was, but they damn sure did a good job at trying to follow that matchup. High flying, fast paced action with them like that. I didn't get to take too much of a series of notes on this matchup.
Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler are great wrestlers. They're underrated because they're a tag team and they're old school, but they are great wrestlers. They should get more credit.
There are people out there that think they're boring, but no, they are some serious great wrestlers. There was a point where they brought them green masks back in the ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happened with the green masks?
So this is the weird part. It's like they put the green mask on. They don't look like each other at all. If you think they look like each other, then you're just racist. You gotta be, because they don't look like each other at all. And they pinned the wrong guy.
That's right, because they pinned Scott Dawson, right? And it was supposed to be Dash Wheeler that's supposed to be pinned, right?
Who is Scott Dawson, JR? Who?
You right. Cash, right?
They pinned Cash, yes.
Yeah, so, I'm gonna get him right next time.
Yeah. No, they pinned Cash, and then he took off the match. He was like, "But I'm not the legal guy," and the referee was just like, "All right, well, so," and then just
he said, "All right, so."
That's basically what he was saying. It was like he's trying to tell his case to the referee, and he's not having it. And the referee literally was like, he shrugged his shoulders. So, so yeah. So I guess we're gonna get something about that on Dynamite.
Yeah. So the feud's not done. You know they're probably gonna get another matchup. So.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah.
Technically, they are a tie because the FTR beat them first. So technically, they're tied. They might just do a match for all the titles.
Yeah, or kind of like a winner take all type thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, a winter's coming needs to be happening. Next matchup, because I'm telling you, this is a great 90-minute stretch here. We got Bryan Danielson taking on Miro in the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament Final.
Yep.
And the winner will receive a shot at the AEW World Championship. So, of course, it was supposed to be Jon Moxley in the spot. Jon Moxley, wasn't doing the best. He had to go for rehab. So hopefully everything's going to be cool with him. So my thing is, I had Miro win out. It would have a good heel to set up who I figured was going to win the AEW Championship. Well, this matchup was like Danielson was trying to do his technical stuff like that, and Miro was just like a brawler, and he was beating Danielson, but Danielson could come back with the kicks and the submission stuff like that. And there was one point where he was kicking him, and he was just like, not really feeling it. He was like no selling it. He puts the game over on Bryan Danielson, but he reaches the ropes. He tries to go for it again, but then he kind of rolls out of it, puts him in the label lock. But then Miro gets out of that, and then he tries to go for the knee bar, but then Miro gets out of that stuff. But then Miro puts him on the top rope. So this is where they mess with the spot at, because Bryan Danielson's trying to go for a tornado DDT. And while he does it, it looks very sloppy. But they're still playing up the story that Miro's Achilles heel is his neck. And if he takes a DDT, he's not going to be good at all. So, but the DDT looked bad. That was the only probably bad part of the matchup. Then he put him like in a dragon sleep or a triangle choke, whatever the case may be, and then Miro passed out. So Bryan Danielson won by technical submission. So I was like, I did not see that coming, because I really thought Miro was going to hit Bryan Danielson his first loss. But now, since Bryan Danielson looked at so many ways to beat somebody, him versus the winner of the AEW Championship match is going to be a banger.
Yep.
So how'd you like the match?
Yeah, I thought the match was cool. It was alright. It was cool. I was either guy that won. It didn't really matter who won, but it was still a good match. Glad Danielson won.
So, I didn't get a chance to see the show. So was this the point where Tony Schiavone comes out to introduce the new member of
No, that was later in the show.
That was later. Okay, I wanted to make sure of that. Okay, so next up is the Falls Count Anywhere matchup: Christian Cage and Jurassic Express taking on the Super Click, and with Michael Nakazawa and Brad Cutler and ringside. So I didn't get the full highlights or see this part of this matchup, so Brian gonna help me out here. I do know two things. One, JR hated the match. And he was like, yo, end this already.
JR really hated this match.
He really hated this matchup. And number two, I heard from a couple of people that this match went way too long. Now, they have it clocked in at 22 minutes and 35 seconds. And I'm like, sheesh, I can imagine that's going long after we had 3 back-to-back good 20-minute matches, and then we're going to throw this on there. I'm like, maybe probably could have shaved off 10 minutes maybe, or 5 minutes, whatever the case may be. So, some of the spots I know Jungle Boy took a wheelbarrow suplex on the apron. I know that there was a table set up on the outside, and Jungle Boy jumped over the ropes and while Adam Cole was on the apron, and gave him a Hurricane Rana through the table on the outside. There was stuff going on the ramp. Christian Cage, I think he tried to hit an unprettier on somebody on the ramp. Where Brandon Cutler tried to hit one of them with the cold spray, and they ended up getting Nick Jackson. Adam Cole pulls out not barbed wire, thumbtack knee pads. And I was like, what the they was just sitting there giving it all. Didn't Jungle Boy take a super kick with thumbtacks in his mouth?
No. Yeah, yes he did. Yes he did.
I hate that spot. I never liked that spot at all. That spot is too dangerous for me.
I will say, like a lot of people say, I didn't get the feeling that it went on too long, but I can understand since you say that the parts on the ramp could have been shaved down by like 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
They had like a full kind of match on the ramp. Low key, it was like maybe like 7 minutes on the ramp. But Christian got his new jack on and dived from the top of the little.
I heard. I was like, bro, weren't you retired for 7 years?
Yeah, he jumped from the little concourse area and he dived on Cutler and a few other people. This match was. I didn't feel like it was. I just felt like it was like action going non-stop. But they was all kind of just doing stuff. They split into threes, obviously, and was going around and doing stuff. Luchasaurus did like not a double backflip, but kind of like a backflip and a half. Onto everybody from the ramp to the floor, and Jungle Boy's reaction was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like they showed a close up of Jungle Boy saying, "Oh my gosh." That's probably gonna be a GIF or something one day.
It probably is going to be.
But like for the most part, it was a good match. It didn't. He said the knee pad. They had thumbtacks on the knee pad. All of them had a thumbtack on the knee pad. And they hit the BTE trigger on Luchasaurus, which I thought that should have been it because you have thumbtacks on 3 people's knees and they hit you with their finisher, their triple finisher. That should have been it, but hey, it wasn't. And they went a few more minutes. Jungle Boy ended up doing the concerto. And he did it like very, very, very rough. Like I thought, like he could legit have a concussion, but we'll see in the reports later. But Jungle Boy had a rough concerto.
Oh,
and they got the win.
Let's go. So who made the final pinfall? Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
All right. Well deserved, well needed. Like I said, I know they got to be building up to the Jungle Boy versus Adam Cole match eventually. That one-on-one singles match. I thought that maybe was going to probably have a Christian Cage heel turn in this matchup, so they can finally break Christian Cage away from the Jurassic Express. But I don't think that's going to be the case.
They gonna break him up sometime. It's coming. I think coming.
Next up. Tag team matchup player. Cody Rhodes and Pac taking on Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo, or as Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone to say, Andre.
Yeah. You know what? This is only with Cody's match. Why is Cody's match just got to be the one where everybody comes out for no reason?
Yes, that does happen. a lot of times.
Yes. So this is the match where Cody and Pac can't be a team, which is like, why y'all not a team in the first place? So why are we acting like can they work together? No, they can't.
Wait. Is it the infamous question? Can they coexist?
Yes. It's like we know they can't. Like we know Pac don't care about nobody but the Lucha Brothers. So why are we even acting like they like each other when they don't? But so basically the whole time Cody and Pac are basically doing what Tommy and Jason do every episode of Power Rangers. I'm doing this though. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. And then Andrade and Malachi started doing the same thing. But then they ended up on the same page.
They should just did this kind of match on Dynamite and then had a fatal 4-way here.
Yeah. Seriously. But whatever.
So I heard somebody complaining on the internet. Like I said, I didn't see it, so I need you to
Jim Cornette?
Huh?
Jim Cornette?
No. But it was something about Cody selling him getting hit in the head and Pac was going for a tag and he was just like, I can't get that, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Cody?
No, that's what he was doing. See, the thing is, like Cody had like Pac had his back turned, so Cody tagged himself in.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. No. Pac tagged himself in. And Cody was like, what are you doing? So Cody, even though he's not the legal man, went up to try to square up with Aleister Black Mass. Right there. Knocked them clean out.
Uh-huh.
So he was out for like 5 minutes.
Wow.
So then when Pac got up to go for the tag, he was still out from the Black Mass. He was like, bro, you that hurt from the Black Mass? And then so yeah, he was down for like 2 tags, like 2 hot tags. He tried to get him and he was down.
So the Pac eventually tagged Cody. Cody got that hot tag, didn't he?
No, he tagged himself in and did the hot tag.
Oh god.
But he tagged himself in and I forgot whatever happened. Cody got sent to the outside. And then I'm trying to think how that happened. Cody somehow got sent to the outside, and then somebody did something to Cody, and then they just started beating up Cody. And then when Pac came in, he hit the red arrow for the win.
It's the black arrow.
The black, whatever it is.
Yeah, I was like, I'm evil now.
He hit the move, and he got the win. So like him and Cody wasn't even in the ring at the same time or nothing. Like he finished the last 2 minutes of the match by himself.
Wow. So I guess they can't coexist.
Well, I mean, they technically won, so I guess.
Yeah, I guess is right. Yeah, like I said,
no. I was about to say, was that Malachi's first loss? But it wasn't. So, yeah.
No, that's what I was saying. Like they could have just had the dissension on an episode of Dynamite, and even if they didn't want to do it on Full Gear, they definitely could have did a Winter is Coming, or the case it had
they not even a team enough for them to have dissension. We know they don't like each other.
I know. I'm saying that's why you should just have a Fatal 4-Way. Yeah. Because that would have been a good Fatal 4-Way match.
I feel like a lot of people came out for this match too. No, after the match, FTR came out.
Oh wait, because didn't Arn Anderson clock the gun?
No, not this time.
Okay.
But FTR came out pretty much and just started beating them up. It was so weird. It was like, you know how they used to do a beatdown? It wasn't even a beatdown. It was like stomp to Pac twice and stomp to Cody once, and then we out. So it was kind of weird.
And Arn Anderson chased, slow walk chased Tully Blanchard to the back, didn't he?
No, the other guy, the manager.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you know that they're going to try to tease that match coming. I hope not. I still wonder if they're going to get a Tully versus Sting.
You might get Tully versus Arn. I don't know.
Oh.
Whichever one, I want to see it just so I can laugh at it.
Mm-hmm. So, Next up, now once again, we still not at the signing yet, right?
Nope. That signing's like the last. It's like before the last 2 matches.
Okay. Oh, so after CM Punk and Eddie, then.
Yeah.
All right. Next matchup is Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defending her AEW Women's Championship against Ty Conti. First of all,
yep.
I told you I'm a fan of Ty Conti. She didn't get a good fair shake in NXT, and that's
she didn't know nothing though. It's like, how you gonna literally this person that don't know anything about wrestling at all and be like, you get fired because you suck. She don't know nothing. She ain't a trainer. She didn't even know what wrestling was when she got signed.
Fair, but I'm just saying, but you know, that's what the purpose of NXT was for, and she did. Aaliyah got more time than she did.
Mm-hmm. Aaliyah was also a wrestler before going into WWE, though.
She was.
Yep.
Oh well.
She was on the Indies. Not the Indies, but she was like a train before she got to WWE, pretty much. While Ty Conti didn't know anything at all about wrestling.
Well, I'll put it this way: Homegirl came a long way.
Yeah, she did. Yep.
Because this is a for her standards, this was a decent matchup. I probably think one of her best matches that she's had.
One of her best matches, but we'll get to my problem with it. The ending.
I mean, well, yeah, because throughout the whole matchup, Ty Conti really has like the best of Britt Baker. She's hitting her with all her big moves, and she's knocking Britt Baker down, and then she keeps Baker keeps kicking out of all her stuff. At one point, hold on, I hear echo. Hello?
You do? Hello?
I don't hear no more. I guess you're trying to uncut your headphones or something like that. But there was one point where Britt Baker had Ty Conti. She gives her an air raid crash on the apron. That joint sucked. And I was like, oh, okay, y'all find the big stuff. But there was one point like Britt Baker and her girls on the outside, and Ty Conti goes for a moonsault, and I mean, we talking Charlotte Flair moonsaults here. I'm just like
yeah,
that didn't look good at all. She tries to she puts the lockdown on Jamie Hayter, but then Ty Conti, and then she kind of rolls her up for a pinfall, but then Britt Baker reverses it and rolls her up to the pinfall and wins the matchup that way. So is that the part that you didn't like?
I didn't like after the moonsault.
Yeah,
because after the moonsault, she goes Super Saiyan almost. Britt does a curb stomp to the floor and a curb stomp on the steps.
Yes.
And then she got back in the ring and did another move, and still she kicked out.
See what we talking about?
But I'm like, that's somebody for like a Thunder Rosa could kick out and do something. Not Ty
exactly.
So yeah, I was like, if she would have did the curb stomp on the steps and then did the lockjaw, I wouldn't have had no problem. But the fact that she went for the pin and then kicked out, I was like, all right, well,
it's the same thing I was talking to you about with All Out with Chris Statlander.
Yeah.
And I was like
some people can do that. They have they've been built up to do that. Not Ty Conti.
No. You're right. Ty Conti has not been built to do that at all. But I'm saying, but that's what got me upset about her match with Chris Statlander at All Out.
Mm-hmm. So like the last minutes, I was just like, well, this is just falling flat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it was a solid match though.
Like I said, it was good for Ty Conti, but like I said, nobody right now is beating Britt Baker until Thunder Rosa until they're ready.
Until Thunder Rosa or somebody else who happens to get more over in that time frame.
Say what?
I say until Thunder Rosa or somebody else that happens to get over in that time frame of when she's supposed to fight Thunder Rosa.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, like I said, I think the Thunder Rosa stuff is definitely coming in like
Revolution.
Yeah, Revolution. That's one in February, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm cool with that. So let's go on to the next matchup here, which is CM Punk taking on Eddie Kingston. This was the one was looking forward to. They had 10 days to build this matchup. The promo was great. You know, the backstage stuff, it was great. And they saw this match. And I don't think this is going to be the end of this feud. But
I don't either. This match was like 5 minutes.
11. So I'm saying, but
yeah, it was like it was a fight. I can understand it was a fight. Like nobody went into second gear. Nobody had a second wind or nothing. It was just a fight. So I get it.
But it felt like a fight. Before the match even starts, Eddie Kingston hits CM Punk with a backhand fist, and he crumbles down to the ground. I mean, like he's out, and I'm like, yo, y'all not about to do this kind of finish here right now. Y'all not about to do this kind of finish right now. It's just like, oh no! But CM Punk gets back and then he ring the bell. He has like he did these UFC kind of boxing shorts on.
That's what I was just about to say. That's how this match is not going long when he got these small trunks on. The match wasn't going. I knew the match wasn't going long because like it's either the tights or the pants. It ain't no way he about to wrestle in these. The Samoa Joe pants. No, come on now.
Well, I mean they are a little bit looser.
They don't look good on Punk though.
They don't.
Like the pants look better than those. And you wanted to go back, just go back to the gym shorts that you used to have in the Ring of Honor. Like, so yeah. And I seen these, I was like, oh, well, they're not having a long match at all.
Well, I guess he did that so he get to feel like, we about to have a real fight going on.
We should just wear pants, knee pads, bro.
Oh shit! Now that's funny. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So, CM Punk is when we get back to the match, so they start fighting, they start brawling on the outside. CM Punk gets busted open somehow. I mean, he got the Crimson Mask going and everything.
He got pushed into the corner post.
Oh, corner post, yeah. So, he's fighting there. He goes back. He takes out Eddie Kingston, goes for an elbow drop. But Eddie Kingston reversed that as a superplex. At one point, CM Punk takes us back to 2011, and he hits Eddie Kingston with a shoulder block, then another shoulder block, then a twisting back slam, and holds his hand up like he's seen it, and they start to boo with this one. But then Eddie Kingston gives him the middle finger, then CM Punk gives him the middle finger, and then they go ahead and they start brawling some more. And CM Punk tries to go for the GTS with Kingston. Does get out of it. He tries to go for a GTS of his own, but it doesn't work. And then CM Punk does eventually hit the GTS and beats Eddie Kingston.
He hit two times.
Oh yeah.
He hit it, and then Kingston was close to the rope, so he didn't even go for the pin. He picked him up and basically just did it again.
Wow.
It's like dang, you couldn't have dragged him from the ropes. Like you just had to hit it again. But yeah, he did it again too. And CM Punk is the winner of this match and goes to shake Eddie's hand, and Eddie's not having it. So,
fuck no,
they're obviously going to have another match. They're obviously going to have another match or something. So, it'll be exciting.
I am curious to see when are they going, like if they, say how long, because Eddie's not going to, he's not going to be the one that's going to beat CM Punk.
No.
I don't think he is. So the next match he's going to lose too. So, I don't know when that's going to be, but I'm hoping, he does get his win on it. I mean, Eddie Kingston needs to win that big match.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't happened for him yet. So next up, it is Tony Schiavone in the ring, and he wants to announce who AEW's newest signee is. And everybody was just like, "Oh my God, it's Wyndham Rotunda," and whatever the case may be. And I was just like, I don't think he's coming, especially when he's like doing a movie right now. So
now I will tell you, I would not have announced this on the show. I would have did this on Dynamite or something.
I would have too.
And I like Jay. I like him, but it's just a weird signing to me. It's a good signing, but a weird signing.
Well, and the reason why he said that to everybody is because AEW announced that they are signing Jay Lethal to All Elite Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first Ring of Honor people to coming out of that company to sign with AEW. And I mean, as of right now, they already had a shirt up for him on AEW shop already.
Oh, really? Okay.
Already. I'm just like, damn, y'all wasted no time with this or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So, we will talk more about Jay Lethal being signed over to All Elite during the podcast. But yeah, he signed here. So just quick thought. So you said you do like it, but you don't?
Yeah, it's just the weird signing. I just like they should have tried to get Jonathan Gresham or something, like somebody that's not as experienced, because they already do have a lot of experienced people like that. That's all.
I mean, hold on. Jonathan Gresham is hella experienced.
He's experienced, but he's still young, is what I mean.
Yeah, how Jonathan Gresham is he got to be. Hold on, look him up. I'm pretty sure he's late 30s. Are you doing it?
He's 33.
Oh, he's 33. Oh, he might. Okay. All right. I mean, so he low season, but so he's still more on the younger side. I got you.
Yeah.
I really thought he was 38, 39 years old.
No.
Jay Lethal got to be there though, or 40.
Jay Lethal is 36, but he seems much older.
Don't he? Oh, only 36?
Yes.
Wow.
I want to say he was Daniel. Well, he can't be Daniel's age, because Daniel's is old, but I thought he was at least in 40 or 41, like the same age as AJ or something.
I did not know Jay Lethal was that young, actually.
Yeah, he was doing the Macho Man when he was 19, 20. How long ago? That probably was more than 16 years ago he was doing that. So yeah, he's probably 20.
Good point.
Wow.
So I'm happy for Jay Lethal. I'm happy that they got Jay Lethal, because he was never going to go to WWE. He was never going to. And somebody his age, they wasn't going to use him right anyway. If Triple H NXT was still around, then Jay Lethal would definitely be over there. But since it's not, I had no expectation of him even going there. So AEW, I feel that was going to be a perfect landing spot for him, because I know he's not going back to Impact. Him and Impact had a nasty falling out.
No, I don't think he's going back to Impact, but he was also on All Out, the first All Out. I mean, All In. He was on All In. So they are still friends and all, too.
Yeah, I mean, All In. I'm kind of hoping that Tony Khan can get the rights to, maybe Ring of Honor's library or whatever the case may be, and he can sell that on DVD, because they are the ones that own All In.
Well, then they might can. Well, we'll see how they.
And right now, I don't know if there's a DVD for it or whatever the case may be, but I don't know where to watch it at.
Yeah, I don't. It's probably on Bleacher Report or something.
Oh, don't watch on Bleacher Report. That is just the
Fight
worst.
TV.
Fight TV is better, but Bleacher Report is the worst way to go about watching shows, and you know that.
Well, I don't know. I never did watch a show on Bleacher Report.
Okay, well, I mean, you do better watching WWE crap on Peacock. Next up, we have the Minneapolis Street Fight. Street Fight, yes. The Inner Circle taking on America's Top Team along with the Men of the Year. And this is the one that has Dan Lambert in it. Okay, so to me, this was, in my personal opinion, the worst match on the card. And when I say worst, I don't say mean it was bad. It was just that this was the one that
some parts of it was bad.
Yeah, it's the match that bothered me the most.
First of all, it started out as a tag match.
Yeah, I was like, I hate when they do stuff like this. Why does it start out as a regular tag match? And I'm like, wait a minute. So if y'all did not want chaos to be everywhere, then why'd you have a 6-person Falls Count Anywhere Texas Tornado tag match early in the show? You could just have one of them on the show. You didn't
It's
have to
not
have
even that's the
both.
problem. Is how you gonna say this is a street fight, no rules, but then they abide by the tag rules?
Yeah, that right there
Like
was
just stuff like that. Yeah.
that was stupid. But
After they got out of the tag atmosphere, then they just started going. I'm pretty sure Aubrey or somebody, whoever was refereeing, had something in their ear. They just said, "All right, whatever, forget the tag rules, just do a street fight." Because then after that, they just started doing a street fight.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's how basically what was
Tony
Say what?
Tony Schiavone, man. Every time they pull something out, Tony Schiavone will announce it like he announced Sting.
Yeah.
And it was just hilarious. Like they had like a bread pan, and JR was like, "What is that, Tony?" "It's a bread pan."
You know, it's funny because everyone was just like, "Okay, so what is the difference between a Minneapolis street fight from anything else?" And they said because I don't know if it was Tony Schiavone said it was like all the items are from Minneapolis because at one point Jericho pulled out the Prince symbol.
Yes, the Prince symbol started hitting them.
He hit it with it, and everybody chanting Purple Rain. It's Prince! I'm just like, what's happening? What is happening?
Nah, that was hilarious. Though. He just kept naming it, like, and every time, hey, what's that, Schiavone? It's a toaster. Whatever.
Yeah.
That was the best part about this match. Is that he just kept saying naming stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the fun. That's probably the most fun JR has probably had since he been with the company. What's that, Schiavone? But no, the match was okay. It's like it just was just obviously Junior and all of them were not as ready yet, and you can tell.
Well, here's the thing. So when they go outside and we start getting all these big spots and stuff. I mean, like, they went from regular tag match to, like, spot festing. I think Junior Del Santos was the bald one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he looked like he was having fun. It looked like he was almost, like, Pat McAfee-like in a way of knowing his stuff and stuff like that. That's not how it's going to play to the ending. But Sammy pulls out a table from underneath the ring. And then first they beat him down the table, but then he gets up and they beat that Scorpio Sky. Then he pulls out this 20-foot ladder, like this huge ladder. He goes to the top of the ladder, does a swanton bomb from the top to do Scorpio Sky through the table. I was like, okay, they're out. Then you had Ethan Page hit the razor. I don't know what he calls it, the razor bar.
Eagle's Edge. The Eagle's Edge.
Eagle's Edge, yeah, not the razor's edge or the outside's edge, but he hits that on Ortiz on the floor.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be it was not.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, no. I said, I'm not taking that floor spot in that move. No, thank you. You better pay extra for something like that. And the next point, Dan Lambert is back in the ring with Jericho. Jericho knocks him down. This is the spot everybody's talking about. Jericho runs to do the lion salt. But obviously, Junior Del Santos is not in his spot to knock Jericho off the ropes. So Jericho's sitting there on the ropes like this, balanced to do this lion salt.
He's balancing and he's like, Junior!
Yeah, and he comes in to call him up there for his spot. Then Junior comes up there, knocks him down, and Lambert tries to go for the pin. It doesn't work. But then,
what did he think he was going for? He was like, Junior. Like, what did he think? What other moves does Jericho have when he goes and bounce off the rope like that? Like, jeez. Come on, Junior.
I don't know that either myself, but so after Lambert, they he's going to win. He doesn't. Jericho gets back up. Jericho takes him down again, and he's feeling a little froggy. We didn't end it with a cold breaker. We didn't end it with the best we have out here. So Jericho goes up to the top rope and hits a frog splash in honor of Eddie Guerrero, and wins the match.
And then after the match, everybody in the inner circle points up to Eddie.
Yeah.
It was. I understand what it was doing, but it was weird because like Jericho, the only one that knew Eddie, maybe Swagger, maybe, but like Jericho was like, "I miss you, my friend," and pointing up, and then here go everybody else. Eddie, we miss you. We like they knew him. Well, I don't know. It just felt weird. It just felt like Jericho's like, yeah, this is my close personal friend.
Yeah.
And then the inner circle was like, so's ours. Just weird. But yeah, nah. Obviously, a tribute to Eddie. Punk also had a tribute to Eddie too. Punk did the Three Amigos. Forgot to say
Punk
that.
did do this, right? Oh man.
And now it's time.
It is time.
The main event.
The main event, the thing that everybody kept saying, AEW can't tell the story over. I'm about to say, well, it's a 2-year story, and that's Hangman Adam Page taking on Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship.
Yeah. Also, I like this promo Hangman had though. He came out. He was like trotting down the street on the horse to the Target Center.
So somebody spotted that horse backstage. They was just like, is this part of his entrance? So he did come to the ring riding the horse, right?
No, he can't. No, not to the ring. He came. It was like a promo of him riding down the street on the horse.
Oh, okay.
So like they blocked the street off. I'm assuming they just had him walking down the street.
Yo, see, with him having that horse and him riding, that's what would be perfect to play that. Remember that old school WCW 4 Horsemen song?
Oh, nah, they can't do that.
I know, everybody like,
it sound like a cowboy song enough, though. It sounds like a horse song already, so I think he good.
I mean, it's newer, but you know, I don't know. I have a bias towards that WCW Horseman song.
Mm-hmm.
That joint's great to me. So they come down. And of course, they had to stare down, and it's how to get the match going. And these two are fighting it, showing off everything that they can do. It's it's great so far. Don Callis on the outside. He tries to.
Theater was real hyped up for this.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
I was good. I was like, you want to be hyped up for it.
When I say hyped up, it was one guy versus everybody else.
Oh, he had to be that guy.
No, he was acting like it's still real to me. He was acting like him because he was like,
God, not them guys. I'm listening.
Sorry, somebody's playing loud music in the parking lot. Can you hear that?
No, I can't hear it right now.
Okay, I was like, it's like loud music. All right, so basically, this dude was just like, he's a cheater. Omega is a cheater. He cheats. And we was like, well, yeah, that's his character. But he was just like so into it, invested. And I was just like, I guess that's what wrestling does to people.
Look, when they invested in it, that's how you know you're getting a good matchup.
Yeah. Right, this guy. Hey, Omega cheats. He always cheats. He cheats a lot. Okay, we get it. Like he just kept going in. So but
yeah.
The match was cool though.
Yeah, so they go to the outside. Kenny Omega does hit like Adam Page hit a suplex to Omega on the outside. Rolls him back in, hits a cross body, then or a diving clothesline to him, and then the Kenny Omega gets the advantage back. Goes to the outside again, starts slamming Hangman's head onto the steel steps, and brings him back in. And Kenny Omega starts trying to do his little Terminator thing. Leaps over the top rope, does the Kenny Omega leap. And
but before we get to this, somebody got thrown into the crowd, and I figured out what match it was. Somebody got thrown into the crowd, and then they jumped into the crowd as well.
That was the inner circle match that we just talked about.
Was it? Okay.
No, because they had real quick. I'm sorry, y'all, to do this to y'all. They had something Snitsky, the guy with the claw from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the crowd. Ethan Page was talking to, I forgot whose wife that was.
Jake
Hager's wife. Ortiz threw Ethan Page into the crowd, and then he launched himself onto Ethan Page into the crowd.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's why I forgot. I did forget to.
EC-Dub. We're gonna kick the crowd. They're gonna kick the crowd in the head with our feet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I kind of a little bit there too. So, back to the Omega and Page thing. So we got a Snapdragon on Page, obviously, and he tries to go his Snapdragon. We get a Tiger Driver 98 close near fall from Kenny Omega, which for some reason I just love seeing the Tiger Driver 98 move. Then we go to the outside. Kenny Omega rolls to the outside. Adam Page cuts to Tyro, does like a clothesline out there. I guess they go through a table because the table didn't like it break or nothing.
No, they don't go through it. They just slid off of it.
Slid off of it, yeah. He goes to try to go for the buckshot lariat, and then it doesn't work because Kenny falls down. So he tries to do the Kenny Omega gunpoint thing, and I like how he goes for the V trigger. Kenny Omega gets out the way, and he tries to hit him with a Snapdragon, but he kind of flips backwards on. I was like, oh, that was dope. I never seen nobody do that. Then he rolls out the ring, goes for a buckshot lariat, but Kenny Omega pulls the referee in the way, and now the referee is down. So Don Callis is in the ring. He's trying to hit Adam Page with the belt and all that sky blue, but then Adam Page hits him, and Kenny Omega tries to go for hit him with the belt, but then Adam Page hits him with his what's that fish move he does? He did the Neville a couple weeks ago through the table.
What's that again?
The other fish move Adam Page has, the one that the
dead eye.
The dead eye to Kenny Omega. And then here comes Aubrey Edwards running down to the ring, sprinting like she low Nate, and goes to count the 2, but then Omega kicks out. So now they have the yay boo punches and stuff like that, and then Adam Page is coming back, but then Omega hits the V trigger. Then after the V trigger, Adam Page does the clothesline, and here come the Young Bucks. I'm like, the Young Bucks will find a way to insert themselves in shit. So the Young Bucks are coming down. And all of a sudden, Adam Page is just like doing these back suplexes to Kenny Omega on his head, like he just like laying him down on his head. And he goes for a buckshot lariat, but he gets V triggered, and then Kenny Omega sets him up for the One Wing Angel, but then Adam Page reverses it and hits the One Wing Angel on Kenny Omega. 1, 2, and Kenny Omega kicks out of his One Wing Angel. So
I don't like it.
It looks like they had at least somebody kick out the One Wing Angel, and it was going to be Kenny Omega.
That was very stupid to me.
Well, first of all, I did not need the Young Bucks down there.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either.
I did not need the Young Bucks down there, and I think at this point, Kenny Omega, you could just let Kenny Omega hit the move, and let Adam Page kick out of it. Then that would have just sent him. I was like,
yeah, he would have been more over. You would let him kick out of it.
Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Yeah, I would have just let him do it and let him kick out, because like it would have been going crazy if he would have been the first person to kick out. So are they trying to say in the record books that Kenny Omega is the first person to kick out of the One Wing Angel? Is that what they want? In the record books.
I'm about to say, because you're not going to do this match again, so you don't want to do it again. And besides, the moment's already gone. So
yeah.
Then he gives Kenny Omega a buckshot lariat, hits him in the back of the head, goes to the other side of the ring, and then Matt Jackson just staring at him down, just go ahead and do it. And so he gives him a buckshot lariat and takes down Kenny Omega, and then 1, 2, 3. Adam Page is the new AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Great match. Like I said, I didn't understand the Young Bucks. I guess they're going to do some dissension with the Young Bucks and have them leave Kenny or whatever the case may be. I was just like,
I still think it's going to be Cole and Fish and O'Reilly versus them.
Oh, so kind of like the Elite taking on the Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
That would be dope once Kyle got hurt and leave though. Like just play your part with Von Wagner, and then
Are you seriously? Have you seen Smackdown?
Smackdown?
Von Wagner got a call up.
Oh, he was just on there as backstage. He ain't on there.
We don't know.
Because that would be dumb. That would be completely dumb. But so that was AEW Full Gear 2021 in the books. Like I said, I thought it was a great show overall. I wish they would have pulled the the trigger on the One Wing Angel type thing, because now the move is still protected. Nobody has still kicked out of, at least in AEW, Kenny Omega's One Wing Angel, because they're not counting New Japan, obviously. So
still nobody's kicked out of it.
Still nobody kicked out of it. So I'm giving the show an A minus. I gotta be fair, because that whole 10-man tag team, I was like, okay, yeah, there's some problems with that one. The Cody tag team match, I was like, y'all could have just put that on another show. You know, there were some things I couldn't give it a A plus 100%, but an A minus though I can give it. It's still a good show.
Okay, well, yeah, I can do that too. A minus is cool.
Because you know what, back to back, we had All Out, we had Crown Jewel, and we had this. So those are all good shows. So when you come to just being a wrestling fan, yeah, we got some good stuff going on. So post your comments down below. How did you guys enjoy AEW Full Gear 2021? Hit the like button if you guys enjoy our review. Hit the subscribe button for more wrestling reviews right here on NC Studios. More on time next time when they do come out. So then again, once again, this is NC, the place to be. Joe Mercedes and not Deion Sanders for prime time.
All right, y'all.
All right, and the Nerd Coalition is out.